Sweetie, guess what?
What?
I have the most amazing news.
What's that? Did BYU finally win a football game?
No, I'm pregnant.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great too, I guess.
You're finally gonna have that perfect little cougar we always dreamed of.
How is it gonna be perfect?
Well, I know just the place we can go. Build a baby.
Welcome to Build a Baby, where we can build your perfect child. Why don't you come on in, take a seat. All right, so let's start. What are you looking for in your child?
Oh man.
We already know.
We actually came up with a whole list, so just take a look at this bad boy right here.
Wow.
There's everything out there. Hair color, height, eye color, innate desire to go to Squat Peak.
I mean, everything you could perfectly want in a BYU Cougar, so I mean, we know what we want. We just need your help to be able to get it.
All right, I think I'm just gonna have you fill out this form here.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Awesome.
Wow.
But in the meantime, how'd you two meet?
Well.
Can you feel the love tonight? The releasing evening breeze. The world for once in perfect harmony with all its living things.
Wow, that is quite the story. Let's just go through your list here. All right, hair color, sandy blonde, I'm a fan. Eye color, brown, well, I'm more of a blue, but it's okay. Your child, not mine. Innate desire to go to Squaw Peak, 100%. Athleticism, Arnold Schwarzenegger, wow. Height, 6'2", classic. Attractiveness, 12 out of 10. I didn't know that they had that option.
Yeah, well, I especially like the Squaw Peak part. I mean, we want him to get married as soon as possible. So if you can make that reality for us, I mean, dreams come true.
Yeah, that would be great, but is this actually gonna work? How does this happen?
Let me show you what our lead scientists are working on.
CRISPR technology starts with a short guide RNA connected to a Cas9 enzyme. The Cas9 enzyme is the cutting tool, and the RNA tells it where to cut. All of this will be connected to what's called a host RNA, which is inserted where we want it into the gene. The guide RNA pulls the other two pieces along until it finds the target sequence in the DNA that we want to cut. The Cas9 enzyme cuts it, and the natural molecular repairmen in the person immediately jump on the scene, patching the hole with the host RNA that we wanted. This is how we can use CRISPR.
Cut! Well, put simply, what we're going to do is take a pair of molecular scissors and cut out the unwanted and put in what is wanted.
Oh wow, is that ethical?
Oh, it can be. For example, many children are already born with genetic disorders, so this could potentially solve all those genetic disorders in the first place. For example, nowadays we do transplants. Those aren't necessarily natural, but now they're seen as a scientific miracle. Likewise, CRISPR technology could be seen as a future scientific miracle. On the other side of the fence, a lot of people will say, well, you're playing God, you're changing traits that weren't meant to be changed. We're all blessed with different disabilities to be humble. Likewise, it could get very carried away. Soon you have a breed of superhumans running around. So it can really be looked at any way, but bottom line, we don't really know whether or not it's ethical.
I would say so. But is this considered evolution, or how does that come into play?
Great question.
Normally, natural selection is the way that humans and other organisms evolve. It picks out the most practical traits and helps us to develop in the most useful ways. Natural selection is slow. It's taken us millions of years to develop to where we are, but CRISPR can act much, much faster. CRISPR is really going to change evolution in society. While CRISPR is cheap relative to previous kinds of genetic manipulation, it's still not easy for people to afford. The thing about any technology, including this one, is that once we start, we open a door that we can't close again. Think about your phones. As soon as they were invented, society adapted, and now you're completely dependent on them. CRISPR is similar. Now that people are accustomed to being able to modify their baby any way they want, we start to depend on it. Eventually, we'll have edited out certain traits entirely.
Wow, well that is definitely a lot to think about. So we'll take our time and think over our options. I mean, it's definitely something we're interested in, but we want to be absolutely sure.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. We'll definitely get back to you.
We look forward to working
Have a
with you
nice
guys.
day.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we'll see you later.
Well, I think we should just review what we've just learned. So first of all, what I've learned is that CRISPR, it's like a molecular cutting technology. Goes into the DNA, it takes out some bad trait and then puts in the one that you want. So I think it's like pretty simple how it works, but it's pretty accurate too.
Oh, exactly. And I think it is pretty ethical. I mean, eventually this technology will be available to everybody, and it won't be like one person is getting ahead of the other one. So I think we're good to go on that part.
I do, and especially like from an LDS perspective, I mean, God, He wants us to create and advance, and He allowed us to have smart brains so we could create this technology. I think it's all thumbs up for us.
Exactly, and like as part of an evolutionary perspective, like we're working with technology to progress, and it'll help us as a species become more healthy and prevent diseases, and also to just become a better people in general. So
I think so. Well, I think we should go back in and get our things.
yeah, I think
Tell
we're
them our
ready to
decision.
go. All right, let's do
go.
it.
On the endless round, it's a circle of life, and it moves us all.
Everyone look this way.
Okay.
Wow. Wow, that's really cool. That's not cool.
According to Kersner,
Fascinating!
Unfortunately, I'm not a religious person myself. I believe in science.
Uh.
Delete that one.